Let's get this. Hello. Let's see. Sound is working. Try that. It's just to see. Yeah, it's coming through. Right, well, live. So, because it's compromising. Right, so welcome back, everybody. There's Mando. So I'm going to put him just at my mic. And this is what we built. This is what we built so far of the Razor Crest. As you can see, it's quite a sizable ship. I'm still waiting on my part coming from Lego for this little piece here, just in this little wing route. I don't think it's really. It actually has been dispatched. It takes up to 10 days, I think. So it'll probably be here next week, I'd imagine. Don't really need it at this moment. Even if we do a lot of this part, I think this part is where the wing goes across with the engines. So this is still going to be okay to, to have in its current state. So let's get the camera set up a little bit. So we are, as you can probably see, we're quite a bit into the build. Got the little Grogu pram with his eggs, which was quite a nice wee build last week. And Mando's gun I've got hooked up in there as well, which is pretty cool. And a little door opens here into the cockpit, which is quite nice. So a nice little module, and that just sits in the cockpit area. And also, of note, the seat's quite nice. Mando seat. What I'm probably going to do is get one of my other Mandos to put in the cockpit. Potentially. It depends how this sits on the stand, because we have got a stand for it. It might have the minifigs in the ship, we might have them out. I don't really know. I should maybe have brought my little brush. Just give this a quick little brush. It's not really dusty, but it's probably gathered some form of dust. But anyway, can we put that there? Is that possible? Does that impede the camera? I think it kind of it does and it doesn't. So let's maybe try and get things. So I've got a little. I don't know why I've brought this polling card thing up. So here we go. This is what we're going to be building. You can see here we've still got the back section to build, and also these little cheek areas up the side. We built this here with that missing brick, and we've got Grogu. So we should have quite a bit through this actually. We're almost, I wouldn't say we're close to finishing book one, but I think I destroyed these instruction manuals the last time by opening them out quite a bit. Right, here we go. So get those in there, some sticker sheets. So bag 17 we're on. So bag count, we've got 17, 18 and 19, and that's box 1, and then we're going to box 2. So I hope everybody's doing well, and I hope you are all well. The weather here has been absolutely gorgeous. I feel I've kind of wasted potentially some days Anya's really busy though. She's busy doing this graded unit, so she's kind of stuck indoors, which, yeah. I mean, I could have went out this morning. Did spend about 3 hours flying a plane, finally getting to my destination and crashing because it's the same. It's the same places in Microsoft Flight Simulator. It's anywhere in the Alps is very difficult to land. And I just got into it. It was more like an overspeed, which I don't know. I must have been descending a lot quicker than what I thought. It's because the approach. Really, the approach should have been straight in the valley, which would have been better. Anyway, that was a good. I don't know if it would have been a million. It might have been 800 credits, 800,000 credits I'd have got for that. But hey ho, that's life, as they say. Right, so. That's Chaos 11, isn't it? Is it Chaos 11? How you doing there? I'm sure it's Chaos 11. So yeah, we're doing good. We are just going to build... Probably, I don't know whether we'll get this box 1 finished today. It's 3 bags. Now, our bag count is slowed a little bit. Perhaps because it's getting a little bit more intense, or a little bit more, yeah, Chaos 11. I thought that, when I seen the name, I had to think, right, that bag is empty. That can go down there. Right, here we go. So we're starting off fairly simple. But yeah, really enjoyed building this project so far. So that's what we're starting off with. Very, very simple little part. As you can see there, I've still got the Mother's Day, not that, that was for me, Anya's Mother's Day bouquets. Ah, that's not, wait, is that, right, no, I had it the wrong way. No, I did have it the right way. No, it's that way, I was right. So I still got them. But yeah, always good here. It's funny though, my days off are so quick. I really sometimes feel that I don't really get days off.
You get that black armband day which you've got today.
Yeah.
I can feel you.
It's quite good that I've got a stream because it kind of picks me up a little bit.
Yeah.
But if I didn't have this stream, I would probably really, it's a horrible.
You hate today.
It's hard to explain. Because you feel like you feel because you're working later tonight or tomorrow morning basically. You feel a lot like you can't really do. You can do everything. You know, there's a lot to do, but you achieve absolutely nothing today. But yeah, it kind of is what it is. And I think my flight sim, I've actually put overstress in the aircraft a little bit because it's any other place, like a normal runway in normal conditions is easy, but as soon as you get into the Alps, it's a completely different ball game. Because a lot of the airports are built in valleys, and it's got you coming in like this way. Is it perpendicular? Instead of veering off, heading down, rerouting right up the valley and establishing your aircraft and then landing in. It's got you coming over and turning it. And in a Cessna, it's achievable, but in a slightly bigger plane, which is a Grand Caravan, is slightly bigger, but not by a massive equation. But it just complicates things. But hey ho, so there we go. So we've got so far. But that's just. To be honest, I'm enjoying it, but I don't enjoy when you basically have all those hours of flying and you've got nothing to show for it. But then that's flying, I suppose, isn't it? you know, it's all about sticking the landing and, you know, doing the landing, which is, as I say, if it's not in the Alps, it's a different story. But the Alps are very difficult. You've got to be, you know, when you get into a valley, you've got to make sure you can be able to turn round. If you can't, you're in trouble. But I'm enjoying it. Says the guy that crashed this morning and absolutely didn't enjoy it. But yeah, you know what I mean. When I say that, when I said that I enjoyed it, it's a bit of tongue in cheek. Right, so we've got some stickers going on here. I'm just going to make sure that I'm over the page. 181, yep, 182. So we've got some stickers right off the bat. I don't really need to clean those tiles, I'll just put them on. So what we've got here. So I've the spare parts coming, but I've also got a spare sticker sheet coming. Because I was thinking about possibly cutting these yellow stickers out. But the more I think about it, the less I really want to do it. But it's handy to have a spare sticker sheet, especially when you get to this one here can be quite bad. So it's always handy to have a little extra one. So we've got this sticker sheet here's got 2. So it's going to be, is it 10? There's 10 there. Right, so it's going to be that way. So here we go. Having this light is so much better. Now how, do you know what, I'm going to move this stick. I don't like touching it. I'm going to put it this way. It's easier to line up the long way. And it means you get to see where the, like, what I like to call it the half and half. Where you need to be in the sticker format. Do you know that way you look at something and you know you've got the right orientation, but then your heart fluctuates a little bit because you think you've maybe put it the wrong way. Right, I'm going to grab this sticker from this side because I think it's going to be easier to locate it using the long side as opposed to the shorter side. There we go, perfect. I'm going to get the old pyjamas and just buff that in, as I say. So there you go, there's the stickers on, really nice. The stickers are not too bad actually. The colour match, it's a little bit of a deeper grey, slightly deeper, but it's not massively deeper, but there is a slight distinction between it. So you could theoretically cut round this. Do you know, I may, if I can get one of these tiles spare and maybe just do a test sample. I'm not talking about cutting like all of this, every single grey part, just the edge here and here. Maybe cut that off, even if you just leave like a straight line, straight down. I don't know. Right, we've got some more panels going on here. But that's something that I'll think about future, pending. I do like to keep the build authentic, as in, you know, the way it was intended to be, and changing up stickers and stuff like that. It is a little bit of a, it's considered to be a little bit of an upgradey type thing, but not massively changing the model as such, but you are changing it slightly. Right, there we go. That's what we've got so far. So we're turning it over. Now we've got a lot of these brackets here. So it looks as if these are going in here. Now these are going all the way up. And I think there's a black one's going right at that edge, so I'm just going to put that in. Oh, you son of a gun. That bounced and I watched it go all the way. What I'm going to do is I'm going to build this and then I'll retrieve that because I think it's came out a little bit. I hope it has. Right, so we've got some red parts and sand and a grey. So I know what's going to go over here. There's going to be a plate that's going to go over these parts over here, straight in. $184. Well, maybe not. Like, what have we got here? Oh, but we do have this part going over, which is kind of doing the same thing. And then we've got a little clip. There's a little clip there. That is going, so that's placing over that sandy coloured brick. And then we've got like a toe hitch. That's going up there. And then we've got a grey part, which is this. That's going like that. And then we've got a black inverted piece, which is going to hold this in. If you get it in the right way. There we go. Just checking, because I've been building. I've been missing a couple of parts here and there, but that's just natural. Now we've got sort of a lot of these little digits going on here. Little kind of Trivial Pursuit wedges almost. So we've got that kind of yellow, grey, keeping with the stripes. These are kind of awkward. Not gonna lie. There we go. Got it. Then we've got a yellow one. I don't know what the best orientation is to do these. Maybe like this. Quite nice when they're on. Oh, I keep putting it the wrong way. So the other thing you really, when you work my shifts, you really do forget what days it is. Because my days off change. Oh, do you know what? There's doubles. I mean, there's not single. You get them off. Yeah, you seem to forget days. Like, some days just melt into other days. And you kind of end up, you really don't know if you're coming or going. And I think that's what's good about streaming every Friday. It sort of, it kind of makes you realise that, oh, this is coming up to the weekend. Because as I say, sometimes you do work shifts, or you start working, especially when you start working my shifts, you really do lose track of time. Right, so we've got a little, there's the little first part we've done there. Got a little module here of stuff, so we've got this. But yeah, it kind of makes you realise that, yeah, you know, this is Friday. Not that it really helps much, because at the end of the day, you're just always on a different. Do you know what, when you get that part? Because it flipped through my mind. You know that way I'm going to end up. Right, where is it? I may have to get it down in the old hunkers. Where are you? Right, I don't see it. I do have a puck part. Was that the part that fell? No, it wasn't, because I had that other part in my hand. Right, I don't see it. It might have went more in towards this part here, which. Oh, there's another little part. do have a little kick plate here. Right, sorry for making a wee bit. Oh, there's my poker chips. Just to inform somebody, there's nothing there that's dubious, by the way.
Is it not?
No, it's
Is
not
it,
this
is
side,
it gone? I heard a wee though, I thought it was.
No. Right. I don't know what I'm going to do here because I cannot see this part. I think it's went in here, but this doesn't help my channel when I'm on the floor looking for scraps. Right, let's get these bottles here and get this kick plate. Ah, there it is. Got it. Got it, folks. Got it. I've got other parts as well, but right, that's us. Quite a good little baseball there actually to get clips in. Quite nice. There we go. Like that. Whoever's done that's been genius. Right, I'm coming back up. Right, got it. It wasn't that bad actually. I don't even know if I had to take the kick plates off.
Anything been taken?
No, that's what I said. I was in this side. It's all connected. Right, got it. Right, so what we've got here, we've got that. Now we've got another little piece going on. Oh, it's not that. So yeah, so I'm putting a little bit of flight sim. I'm actually learning the DC3 because I'm thinking I'm going to be doing a world tour, and I'm going to be starting from Prestwick, which is my home airport, and Ayr and Prestwick. Basically, it's at one town. It used to be separate, but over the years, it's kind of merged and joined. So I'm going to take off and I'm going to fly over places where I worked and stuff. It's going to be really quite good. But yeah, that's what I want to do. So originally I was going to fly a different plane, but that other plane range-wise is not that good. So it means I'd have to be, quite short with the DC-3. It's an iconic plane. I mean, people may know what a DC-3 is. It's actually called the DC-3 Dakota. C-46 is basically the same, but that's the designation for that the US Army. Was it the Army or the Air Force? Yeah, it was the US Air Force. They called it C-46. Is that C-46? Is that a Curtiss? A C-47. Maybe it's a C-47 Curtiss and a C-46 Dakota. Anyway, so I'm going to fly that because it gives them a bit more range, a bit more meat in the bones. I'm still going to do short hops because really the flight times are going to be quite long. But with that aircraft, it just means that I can get over certain stretches that would otherwise be in a way probably impossible. You maybe need to get the float plane Beaver to do it. Right, so we've got another little bit we're going to add to this. Got another longer tiled part here. And we've got a sticker going basically in this top portion. So sticker number uno. So yeah, we're going that way. But that's I know this is maybe not it's interesting because it's what interests me. Flight sim. Right, I'm going to grab that the other way. I'm going to grab it this way. So again, it's the usual method. Brick separator. Everybody's got these. I think even people that don't build Lego have probably got a stash of these in their drawer. So I'm going to try and get this a little bit squarer. There we go. So that's it there. On the top. Yeah, having this light is so much better. The light system before was absolutely horrendous. It just wasn't adequate. I was going to say adequate.
Have you got that on now?
Aye.
Is it nice and bright then?
Aye, it just gives me just enough light just to give me something.
Because we can change the bulbs to a brighter bulb.
Nah. Probably really don't need it, but
it's nice.
probably going to get it a wee bit dark. Right, there we go. So we're building up a big strip here. We're going to turn it over. Like so. And then we're just putting a little black doohickey over here. There's not... Alright, so... Alright, we've got that. This brown part's going there. And then we've got another grey. This build's been really good. It's it's quite interesting actually, because like the new Lego builds are a lot different from the old Lego builds. There's a certain sort of you can see that they're working in a different plane. You know what I mean? It's just totally different. It's like the build techniques are different. Just a lot of things are just totally different. Right, here we go. Quite a few parts building up here, so I'm gonna start at this end because it looks as if it's easier to go from this end. So this bit is going here. Then we've got a little brown bracket there, and that's going just in front of this. So this little part here is kind of interesting. There's I really don't know what this is. See, I was going to say it's swiveling for a slight reason. I just seen that the next step is going to show us a little bit of that. Right, that's going right at the end here. And then we've got the old ball jointus. Ball joint. That's going there. Right, that's that part done. The next part here, so we've got a couple little more bits getting added on, which will probably make sense. Right, we've got another clip part. And this part is going to go on this rotational part. And if you look, there's not a lot of movement in that, but there's enough movement, if you look at it, there's enough movement to angle it slightly. So that's obviously made for a reason. Again, it's stuff like that makes it a big difference. So got some clip parts getting locked in here, this little ball joint, got a clip part here, this little doohickey. Right, we're turning it over and we have got some little parts here. We've got that little bracket part, which is quite nice. And over here we have got this end part here. And then we've got a tile. So that was quite subtle. They've actually got a Windbatugan in here, and then the tile's going on, which is going to lift the tile up a little bit. So it gives it a little bit of a, a raised tile. I was going to put the tile in flush, but right. See, these are all little. I forget. I know what I'm going to say next. This is going to clip on here, and we're going to build the exact same on the other side. So I was watching. Actually, I was going to say. I was going to say I was watching my favourite streamer, but I like him, right?
Who would you like?
I need to find this bit first because it's. I was watching another Lego streamer typey dude, and yeah, do you know, I like him in a way, but oh, he's so hard to watch. His sayings, it's the same pattern. It's like he's got like a set routine that he does, and it's just getting so monotonous. It's not even funny anymore. Is that the right way? Yeah, it is. It's going up. So there we go. This bracket. But yeah, it's the same stuff he comes away with. That's why I tend to talk just a lot of crap a lot of the time. You know, like I was just talking about Flight Sim, and I could probably blow the pants off you in Flight Sim. And I could talk hours. So these two parts are going to get put together now. So this is like this. You can see, I see where it's going. Get the ball joint there. We've got a little socket. So that socket's going to go in there, and that ball joint's going to go there. And if you look, well, that's a thing of beauty. So there's the joint and all its glory. So you need that slight little angle going down. So if you look here, it's actually probably even hard to see. But if you look at that joint just where my finger is, you can basically just about see that it's not square. There's a slight little offset. Very, very simple. You wonder if they could have got that. Maybe they could have got that just normal, but because there'll be a little bit of play in that, but it's not going to be a huge amount. So this whole hunk of stuff goes on this side of the Marie Celeste. It goes on the Razor Crest. So I'm just going to get it in here. Sorry, Dinjarin, I just whacked you there. Right, so it's got a little highlight. There's a little pin part in here. Oh no, there's a clip actually. There's a clip here. Two black clips. It's just going to get in there. Oh, that's going to be nice. This is going to be a satisfying. Oh yeah. That is actually really quite nice. So that whole cheek part is on. And that just meshes into the cockpit here. I actually don't know if... Does it set up a little smidge? Does it go down a little bit? There's a little... Yeah, okay, we'll just leave it at that. I think it's... Looking at the plans, they've got it pretty much down. Like here. There we go. Do you know what? I'll show you the next part because it's not awkward to move this, but it's getting to that stage where it's getting... Right, I'm just talking about that. I've kinda... I've lost a little bit of my landing legs. Don't worry, it's a normal surface when we zoom. I was just about to say, it's getting to that point. Right, I need to see... Right, let's cradle it a little bit. Right, where does this go? This clips in here, see where that clips in? There it is. Is that clipped in as well? No, that's just come off. Okay. Doing this with one... Oh, gee whiz, right. Sorry. Let's get this back off here. Yeah, I've just kinda unclipped it from here. Right. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Excuse my language. Right. I see where I'm going here. So there's a bottom bit. So this is a cowl one that goes round, the old Simon cowl, goes round the legs. Right, I see the clip points. It's this one here that that's it, that's in. Oh jeez, maybe not. it's the angles you get here. It's slightly, it's not difficult, but I just want to see the clip. Right, that's in there. It's this one here that I'm struggling to see a little bit. I think that's it. That's it. Right, and then I lost a couple bits off the landing legs. I shoved it and it just went off the table. Just so you know. Right, that goes in there. Where did this little piece come from? Did it? Oh, okay, there must be another piece. Oh, where did that go? I think I'm missing another little piece here. Yeah, that part's up there. It's a part at the back that I can't really see. I think that other part goes in there. Oh, I'm breaking parts off now. Right, that goes in there. Right, okay. Don't panic. Don't tell me your name pipe. No. No. Right. Whoa. Wait.
For goodness sake, what have you done now?
No. Just calm your wheesh.
Calm myself down to a panic.
Aye. Right. I've just noticed something. See that little brick I've been missing? No, you're never going to believe this. Right. So I chucked it off the end of the table, right? And it broke some of these parts off the bottom of the landing legs. But in doing so, I've discovered I've got a little... I'm looking this other side of my landing leg and I'm going, right, where have I got that little reverse pin part? Now, I'm going to lift this up because I haven't touched this. So at some point I put this down and the landing leg has picked up a piece of debris. Look. See that little part there?
Well done.
Right, I'll see that little part just here. You can see it, the little inverted slope. Can you pick that off in a way? See it? Just no. This one here, the bottom one.
This here?
Aye, that thing there. That little barnacle.
I thought that was meant to be there.
Well, that's what I did as well. That's the part I'm missing.
Sorry, Dan. That's you found it then.
So that's the piece that we're missing. So apologies to Lego. It wasn't missing.
You've sent for it.
It got. Do you know what? I should actually probably take a picture of that because nobody would believe me. So what's happened? It's been on the table, and I've basically picked it up, and it's lodged itself under there. I mean, Lego probably will. I might actually send him that because I think that's quite funny. Anyway, things happen for a reason. So I've actually got that part now. It was on the Razor Crest all the time. So that little accident happened for a reason. Right. I'm going to put that. I can't take a picture because my camera's there. But I'm going to set that up, and I don't know if I can send it to Lego. Just to basically say I didn't have a missing part. Right. Because I was looking at the other side of the landing leg, and I went, I don't have this little doohickey part that's sticking out. And it was just then, it's that sudden realisation that's the part I'm missing. Right, so that's up there. This looks... Oh man, it isn't different. So there we go, folks. We don't need that. We don't need to wait in that part coming. Because we've already got it. So it's a bit like a true landing gear. You know, landing gears pick up stuff. When you land in a planet you've never been to, you've got rocks that can get jammed under the feet. So there you go. That's quite funny actually. But I think that's actually quite a good story to send to Lego. I think they'd find that highly amusing that, you know, I've sent for a part, it's coming, it's actually getting shipped. It's on its way to me. And I don't need it. Because it was stuck to the actual Razor Crest. Right, I don't have a... Funnily enough, I don't have a... That little part we put in here, I'm just going to check... I'm just going to check whether that part that we put in is right. Do you know what? Right, see that part? Okay. This is sometimes where... Right, be careful that the landing legs don't pick up any more stuff. This one here, I need that out because I need the other colour that goes in there. It's a sand coloured one that goes in, so I'm going to take that one off. I'm going to try and pop this out without breaking any more. It's quite a stable model until you maybe have to pick something out. It can be a little bit. There we go. We got him. Right, so that one should have been this sand coloured one. There we go. And then that goes in. There we go. Landing legs, have they picked up any other... See, you can see there that landing leg has got, you know, it's got bricks underneath. So guess what? An inverted slope. Yeah. You get what I'm saying. It's quite funny. Funny in a way, but also, you know. Right, wait a minute. Ah, no, I was going to say, I don't have that colour of soap. It's all going Pete Tong. I mean, Lego will not mind. I think they'll find that actually quite amusing. I think it's hilarious. But I'll be honest though, in Lego's defence, you know, that like parts wise, they've been really good. You know, they've been really... I mean, touch wood. I've had a couple of parts missing on Lego builds, but to be honest, there's not been a lot. Yeah, this light, for putting stickers on, I no longer have to lean over to this light source. There we go. Absolutely night and day. There we go. Stickers on. But then, how long would it have taken for me to notice that if I hadn't shoved that off the edge of the table and that leg had popped off and I had to rebuild it and I discovered, why is there a part sticking out and there's no part on the other side? I might never have noticed that. Imagine that like years later, you know, somebody's maybe built that and they go, how come your Razor Crest has got this little inverted slope piece sitting here? And you're like, huh? Funny enough, I was missing. 5 years later. but then that becomes the definitive build in the you know, the Mandalorian folklore. So my build is like, yeah, you know, we've lost pretty much everything from the Mandalorian Razor Crest, except for this Lego build that a Scottish guy did all these years ago. But the one thing we can't work out is why there's an inverted slope on a landing leg on the right hand side of the landing leg. Why? Why is it there? And then it gets rebranded and they make it the exact spec that I had it. And then I'm like an old man sitting there, probably farting and stuff. And then I go, I was missing that piece. And you sudden realization that it's, and you just go, no, I'll just keep quiet. They've spent millions in getting this model back up running. God damn it. But I mean, what's the chances, really? I mean, honestly, what are the chances of seeing that? Absolutely hilarious. Oh god, I can't get that in. There we go. Nice. Nice when it goes in and it's quite a nice tight fit. So that solves the missing slope piece that I had. Right, so we're putting these little parts on again, these little... So, it's funny, are they doing it? No, they haven't. I was going to say that they've done it different, but they haven't. They're just... I'm going from this side. I'm actually going to put on... I quite like this one, ambient. I might go to... I'll go with this one. I think that was a wee bit different. Right, we've got yellow. No. Got yellow coming in here. And then we've got a grey. And then we've got a yellow. And then we've got a grey. There we go. Right, and I imagine we've got the same little piece that's going to be, yeah, the little extra. Again, square that up. With the old double. Then we've got another double. This one's a bit more music-y. It's kind of Blade Runner-esque. I think it's more smooth jazz or something. Right, so that then goes on here. There we go. Right, get this little part. So we get this. Yeah, I quite like this. So this is a good one actually. I'm sure it's smooth jazz. I could be totally wrong if it isn't. It certainly feels kind of smooth jazz. Not that really. To be honest, I'm not gonna lie. I don't really know what smooth jazz is, to be honest. Anyway, that's what it sounds like. Oh, for God's sake, that's 3 times that page. Right, got another sticker part. Oh, this t-shirt's doing the old back. The old back malarkey. Which really just does my head in. Right, so I'm going to go this way. Because this goes up onto this part. There we go. Oh, that's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Right. Yeah, I'll get that other part there. Oh, there's. Do you know what? There's a there's a little brick goes in there, isn't there? Yeah. Oh no, there's not. It's not a. It's not that. It's a little grey one. So it's going bottom side. It's going in there. Then that gives us a little gap, and you rip this off. There we go. Then that goes back there. There we go. And then that little bit tile sticks over. There we go. Right, over. Then we have got. Did I do that? I did, didn't I? Yeah, I can see it. It was there. This goes over. So yeah, as I say, Microsoft Flight Simulator. I've been doing I did a little test run. So I did a cold and dark startup on the Dakota, just to see, because there's a lot of buttons and switches. It actually looks more imposing than what it actually looks, to be honest. Yeah, I did a little cold and dark startup, it's called. You know, get all the systems running, and yeah, I actually did okay. And then obviously the version that I'm going to take is the one with the GPS, because it's so much easier. You know, to fly with you know, beacons and all that kind of stuff, that's not really my cup of tea. I mean, I probably could learn it, but yeah, that's something that I can learn over time. But I think the DC-3 is going to be the better choice. A little bit more range. I can do that hop across to Canada without really compromising my fuel, because there was one, I think in fact I thought getting to Canada from Greenland was a bit of a problem, and it actually did turn out to be a problem. But the bigger problem was actually getting from the place that I would land in Canada to anywhere else in Canada. It was like 400 and something odd miles. So I'd have to either cheat the fuel with the Beaver to get there, whereas with the Dakota I can just go, and it saves a lot of hassle. And it's an iconic aircraft, probably actually one of the most iconic aircraft in the world, I would say. I think a lot of people know what a Dakota is. I mean, some people won't know. But yeah, it's an iconic aircraft, and I think if I'm going to do a world tour, I think doing it in that aircraft is probably going to be quite smart. So we're getting near the end of bag 17. So revelation of today is we did find that missing piece, which I think is just hilarious. To think that it was there all the time. And in a way, it's quite funny, because the Razor Crest was quite it was actually a vehicle that was quite hapdash, you know. I think did I put that? I must have put that part in. Yes. Yeah, I think the Mandalorian was actually quite you know, it's quite funny when I think when his aircraft disintegrated was just hilarious when you watch it. So there we go. Yeah, that's a really nice fit, really is. Right, so oh, do you know what? I never put these parts on. So we've got a little part, and where is that now? Yeah, it's in here, isn't it? No, it's in that one, and then that one's in there. Yeah, it's quite funny when he was standing there and his aircraft got absolutely blown to shreds. I think that's why they put it in, because when you think about it, it's. I think the Mandalorian was a little bit like tongue in cheek, and I think having that moment where his aircraft his aircraft get destroyed in multiple occasions. So there we go. There's the little cheeks in. So quite nice. It looks really good. So I'm going to put that maybe over here. Oh, that's actually perfect because I think that will get it out the camera. Right, so 18 is base that we're going to build this whole back section here. If you can just see where my hand is, this whole back bit. And it might take up just the 2 bags, so let's have a little time check. Yeah, we're doing pretty good. Oh yeah, we've got a lot. This is a good beat coming on. So we'll see where we get to. Empty bags. So again, I'm just going to do a little shout out to the people that are maybe not here, just to say that I hope that they're okay. Things are good. I've not seen people. I know some people are doing their own thing, which is great, and I just hope that they're doing good, which I'm sure they will be. My thoughts are with them. Those people know who they are. I don't really need to shout out names and stuff. They know who they are. But I do miss them. Yeah, this is a good one. I like this one. It's guitar stuff. I don't think it is really smooth jazz. Smooth jazz. 209 to 210. So we've got these big plates going on. So we're plating up, parading up. Very Pink Floyd. Right, what we got here? We've got that little sandy coloured. Sandy! Sandy! Oh, that's very Pink Floyd. Oh god. So I've actually just had I made nachos last night. So I just had nachos. Again, I don't really like this one here because it's not shiny as other tiles, this bigger. You know, you could probably panelise that up a little bit with shiny parts, which a lot of people probably maybe would or could do. It is what it is. It is what it is. Oh yes, that is definitely 100%. I feel like getting the air guitar out. Quite a nice little piece here. It's got a cabin. It's got top of a truck. Right, that goes there. We've got the little ones going in here. I quite like this type of build. I've probably said it again. Don't want to repeat myself. I like building these kind of tiled parts because it kind of finishes off a model or a kit. Is it a kit or a model? Model's more a plastic. This is more a kit. Is it a kit? Is it a model? Electric Sheep. This one's called. Absolutely banging, as they say in White City. Actually, it's a good tune. There we go. So we're panelising up. The old panelisation. Panelisation in the 1900s. Well, it's the 1800s. Crop rotation in the 1800s. Oh, the stuff comes into my head. I really don't know sometimes. I really don't know. That was a good tune. Hey Kate, how you doing? Do you know, we've been talking about you. Your ears must have been burning. Like, I mean, on fire burning. Because that's all I've really talked about for the last God knows how long. It's good to see you, Kate. I don't know why I picked these ones up. How you been? What's the gossip? What's been happening? Because I've been on. We're on the last. I mean, I'm not. To be honest, I haven't really been doing a lot of streams. As such. Oh, hi, Roman Bricks.
It's Roman and all.
Has the YouTube bus just arrived? Everybody's getting off.
Everybody.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to say. Yeah, I was worried. I'm not gonna lie. I hadn't seen you for a while, Kate. Roman Bricks, I seen you. I don't think I seen you the last little build that I did. Yeah, things are good, Roman Bricks. Anya's. You can't. In fact, do you know what? I probably let's get a little bit. Yes, Anya's hair's probably not looking the best.
Oh,
my hair's looking even worse. So.
I'm an old bag today.
Bag. Old Baghdadis. Yeah, but we were kind of worried, Kate. You know what I mean. I think when you don't see somebody for a couple of days, you kind of start going, what's happened? But I've not been on as much stream wise. I've kind of. Mind you, I was doing the Imperial Star Destroyer the other day. But other than that, I've been building this. This is the way of the Mandalorian. This tune's rocking, man. I really like it. I'm still alive. I had a fall the other day.
Oh.
I'm all bruises in my leg and arms.
Oh,
Fell in a hole on the nature strip. Oh, jeez. Of course, Kate, at our age, when you fall, it can be nasty. Oh, do you know? I said to Calm, jeez, there's a blasphemous. Paul apologise. I said to Anya the other day, I says, do you know, I've not seen Kate for a while. And we're just talking about it, and saying, I hope she's okay. She fell down a hole.
Something was really. I knew there was something
wrong. Yeah, we were thinking about you, Kate. We knew something had happened. We just hoped that it wasn't. No.
Wasn't bad.
I mean, she's got bruises and that.
Aye.
Take it there's nothing really broken, it's just bruises. Gee whiz. So I was really building up some IKEA shelves last week. So I've kind of been busy, but been busy doing other things other than building Lego. But this Razor Crest is just a phenomenal build, really is. Just so good. I was wondering why my ears were going red in both ears. I knew someone was talking. Yeah, we were absolutely. I mean, the last couple of streams, but there was no sign of you. I said, you know, Kate's not been on, and I was on again. I went, you know what, Kate's not been on. I hope she's okay. So we were concerned about you, which I think is good. Yeah. I think it's good when people, when you recognise people and you think, you know, I've not seen Kate. What's she doing? Oh, she's fallen down a hole. And it's no funny, but do you know, we've all done some silly things in our days. But at our age, yeah, falling it's not good. Do you know, funny story, and I'll tell you my story of falling down just recently, maybe a couple of years back, 2, 3, say maybe 3 years ago. I was on my bike, cycling, and I was down the shore, and there was a woman, maybe she was in her 30s, maybe, and she this a young. Now, to this day, I don't know if this was a boy or a girl. Long hair, so I think it might have been a boy. And down the shore, there's like a path, and then there's a little wall, which is the kind of like the wall for the sand and the so sometimes if there's a high tide, it'll come right up to it. So he was running on top of this wall, and I wasn't going fast. I was only 5-6 miles per hour, and he basically jumped off the wall. Just as I got to him, he jumped off the wall, and he when he jumped, he had a bit of momentum, and he just came this way, right into my path. And as I was coming up my bike, he went blended right into my front tire and handlebars, and basically just, and he went down, I went down on my bike, and I was like that with my bike, and I was still on it in a way, because I was clipped in one leg. I'm not going to lie, I was quite concerned for my bike. I was concerned about the kid as well, but I was concerned about my bike. So I gets up, and this woman's like, "Oh God, are you okay?" I'm fine. How's your kid? I said kid. I don't know what I said. How's your child? And it really, really got a massive fright. Like, they were doing that. They're doing that kind of, when you really get a fright and you're kind of breath. So, got the kid up, sat the kid, walked to the wall, put my bike, checked everything in my bike. My bike was fine, by the way. Yeah, I know I'm concerned about my bike, but anyway, it's an expensive bike. But sat with the kid for a couple of minutes, said, "Are you okay?" And this woman kept coming to me and going, "Are you okay? Are you sure? You all right?" And I said, "I'm fine," kind of rubberized. And it wasn't until I got home, and I was sitting, and I went, I don't know if I had a slight skint knee, maybe. To be honest, there wasn't much. And it was just then I started to think about it, and I went, do you know, she was really concerned about me. And I kind of looked, I think I was in the toilet, and I think I got up to wash my face and dry my face, and I was looking in the mirror, I'm looking at this old man, which is me, with a white beard and other stuff. And it was just then it hit me. She's more concerned about me, about busting a hip, or I don't know, something else. So that's my wee story. But I was fine. I'm actually quite robust. But Oh god, that kid got a fright. Anyway, what's Kate saying? I haven't been building Lego, taking a break. That's why I haven't been on. And I've been sleeping when you've been on, yeah, very true. But I have been watching the repeats while diamond painting. Nice.
Oh, I love doing the diamond.
Yeah. My story, I was walking on the nature trail to my Kira car, and someone dug a hole in the ground, covered it with grass. Oh, my right foot fell in the hole, sprained my ankle and my left leg. Oh jeez. Do you know what? I actually done that. I was heading to the airport, Prestwick Airport, which is just, it's not far from here. And somebody, I was walking in the grass. I had all my camera gear, so I had quite a heavy backpack. Some absolute blancmange had taken out it must have been a for sale sign or to let, because there's a lot of companies up there that have got like buildings, so there must have been a to let sign. Somebody, some absolute blancmange, I'll say that word again because I quite like it, some blancmange had put a stake in there, right, taken the stake out and not filled it, but the grass had grown over this little stake, this little hole like this, perfect for my foot. And I was just walking along, and my foot just went, whoop, and I just didn't disappear. I went down about a foot. I tell you, it was a good job I didn't break my knee or hyperextend my knee or something. So yeah, that was that. That was quite funny. It was good because I didn't damage anything. Bit like Kate there, I could have ended up a lot worse. But that was a few years back. I was a bit more springy. Right. But it's good to see that you're okay, Kate. That's the main thing. Yeah, taking a break from Lego. It's funny. I've maybe ramped down a lot of my Lego builds, not because I don't want to build or I'm running out of kits. I've still got a lot of kits to build. I'm the same. I'm just kind of pacing myself a little bit. Still haven't really got any more kits. The only one that I'm thinking of getting is the World Cup. Because I've got some vouchers. I've actually got Christmas vouchers from my granddaughter. My daughter. My stepdaughter, but yeah, she's my daughter. So I've got vouchers that she gave me. I've got £7.50 in vouchers on Lego in terms of points. So I'm going to basically get the World Cup with that. Because I think it's 150, so... Right, what we got here? Yellow. Because it was all yellow. Because I quite like the look of the World Cup. And funnily enough, I did say, as old Block Party said, I said it and Lego made it. But no, I actually did. I was talking about the World Cup, and I did state, I don't know why Lego don't make a World Cup, and I'm kind of in my head. I'm thinking of the whole logistics of it, and going, it's probably is possible to make it. And they announced it a couple of weeks later, so I must have made Lego make it, as Block Party says. But Block Party's yeah. Block Party's okay, but he is starting to annoy me a little bit. By the way, if you're watching, Kevin,
we love to hate you.
We love to hate you, mate. No, he's okay. He is okay, but he's getting. I just think he's I just think he's getting a little bit the samey, And Anna does love sharks. And here's one for the Trekkies. Right, so Kate says, my left leg all bruised, all different colours, black, red, blue, and my lower leg below the knee is all massive internal bruises, but very sore, and my arms from the shoulder to the elbow. Yeah,
Oh, for goodness sake.
she's
Done a cracker on herself.
she's done one. Oh dear, yeah, it's no good. So here we go. That's what we've got in the bottom. This is quite a substantial part. It's going here. It's going in the back of the tail. So it's quite a nice little solid. It could almost be like a flatbed of a truck. Right, so turning it over. I've got these little skate parts. These little roller skates, which I think are quite cool. Some quite good little doohickeys. So we've got a few of these going on. Square them up a little bit. There we go. So the little roundy part is going to the back. I know there's a little, you know what I mean, there's a little flat edge and there's a little semi-arc part. And then we've got some more of these little pieces. But it's good to see that you're okay. All internal bruises in both arms. Haven't come out yet. I have been watching Block Party. Yeah, Block Party, yeah, is good. I'm not going to lie. I like him, but I just think sometimes he's just the same stuff he puts on. You know, I think he's little sayings, and I love sharks. Here's one for the Trekkies. Can't think of the other things he says. But Anna loves sharks. It gets a little bit. For me, it gets a little bit monotonous, but that's me. That's my opinion, and you know, I can watch him, but he does. Anya does say, "Why do you watch him?" Because I don't know. I quite like to be.
I like to hear what he has to say.
Yeah.
To say. But he does certain things now do get on my.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was just me, but he is annoying in a way.
Ah, nice.
So what you all been up to? How's work? How's Anya? Well, I've been working, just the usual pattern, nothing really changes there. Feel as if, although I have been doing, like the last couple of weeks I've been working like 6 in a row, but I've been getting 2 days off, so next week I'm off Wednesday, Saturday. So I'm off like what we call split days off, which is a bit of a pain in the you know what. But yeah, it might be good to not be working the 6 days, because I'm not gonna lie, my feet were absolutely pulverised.
Yeah, and you're done.
And it's pretty tiring for me. Where are these two little? They're going on top of the roller skates. Yeah, it really kills my feet. But apart from that, yeah, it's been good. Have you watched London Bridge? Brick's YouTube. London Bridge. You didn't get Easter? Nah. I don't really get. I've got to put holidays in for that kind of stuff. Nah, we don't get that kind of stuff. Although I'll have days off that week, but probably not be over the weekend. Which I don't mind.
I was going to say that doesn't bother.
That doesn't bother.
Nah, we don't have this kind of set weekend.
Yeah. So
I would like to go down to see my friend in a caravan. I might yet do that.
I don't really. It doesn't bother me stuff like that now. Maybe back in the day when I was slightly younger, I probably would have been a bit more like, you know, like wanting days off for that kind of thing. But now I'm just happy getting. I mean, a day off could be like Tuesday, Wednesday, for instance. For me, is pretty good. You know, I'm quite happy. There we go. Got a little bit done. London Bridge Bricks builds Lego on YouTube. He's based in London. London Bridge. I've never heard of that. I need to write that down. In fact, my pen's actually down there. London Bridge. I'll look that up, Kate. I'm always. In fact, this little bit's going to come up, isn't it? Maybe. London Bridge. Right, what we got here? We've got another little part. We've got this. Yeah, I like Block Party. He's good, but I think sometimes he tends to. It's kind of the same. I mean, I'm talking about as if I'm the best YouTuber that's ever set foot in planet Earth. I randomly talk about a lot of stuff, and I've got a lot of knowledge on other stuff. You know, he's more city based. He's city plan and all that. Whereas I'm more of a. I mean, I like Star Wars. Darren likes Star Wars. But that's his thing, and yeah. I like him in very small doses to a certain extent. He can get he can get too much, I think. Right, here we go. We've got some little side details here. So we've got that clip. We've got that clip going on. I mean, the fact he keeps going on about Trekkies all the time, that irks me quite a lot. Like, it shouldn't really get me annoyed as much, but it does. And it's funny how things like that. I think because he says it in every single video, it just gets a little bit tiring. I'm not doing anything for Easter as my niece and nephew's going away for Easter. That's unfortunate, Kate. Yeah, Easter is a kind of kids thing, isn't it? You know, and it's.
No, I like Easter.
No, I was about to say, yeah, it's a kids thing, but it's still nice for adults.
Yeah, but it's a religious thing for me.
So these wee skates going on. These wee roller skates are quite cute. Right, so that must be going that way. So it's going. There we go. Got it. I used to love Easter when I was young. Obviously for the chocolates and the Easter eggs.
Of course. You can't know it.
Right, so we've got this truck top. Again, we've got a lot of these little roller skates. Man, they're really getting these roller skates done. So is that going? Yeah, the little half pieces facing out. They're quite good little doohickeys for doohickey and stuff. I bet they're really good. They're just little roller skates, but you can see there it just gives that edge, just a little bit of detail. And then that is going in here, so that's facing that away. Oh, that's nice. Then we have got parts going in here, so we've got some of these little Bear Grylls. See, I say that quite a lot, but I don't think I say it every single video, because you don't always get a Bear Grylls when you put it on. But I could see where somebody's sitting now going, he says that Bear Grylls one more time, so I'm going to go through that telling, I'm going to part his hair. But you don't, well, yeah, I take that back. Here's one for the Trekkies.
It's because he's poking fun of the Trekkies.
Yeah. And that's why he says it. It has become something that he says, and I get it. We all need a little signature piece that we put in. I mean, I used to say hello people on YouTube. I don't do it in my live streams as much. I mean, I could go, well, hello there. Does Anya buy you an Easter egg?
I will buy him an Easter egg, yes.
For Easter? Or does she cook you breakfast in bed for Easter? Nah, I'll probably cook something.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah.
You're more likely to do that.
But I'll probably get Anya a wee thing as
I'll
well.
get a wee stuff.
Yeah, but whether it'll be an egg, I might get Anya like a Hoover or something for Easter. I'm only kidding.
No, I know you.
I'll get a Hoover and something else.
Don't need to move over that one. We've got a good enough food.
Well, you know we broke that one the other day.
God,
But yeah, we'll get wee things.
we'll go out. We will go out.
Yeah, we'll probably go out for a little
A wee lunch.
breakfast or lunch or something.
Aye, maybe a wee brunch.
Right, that's that little part done. There's a lot of little pieces going in here, so I need to be mindful of that. Yep, there's the parts going up there. I knew there was more Bear Grylls. Here's one with the Trekkies. Yeah, bless them. In fact, there was actually an event up in... Oh, do you know what? Ah, that's the wrong way, isn't it? Let's get down
He
there.
just stole my lights off the window of the flat, took them to what we Abigail's room.
Is she?
Aye. Sean's helped her. He's editing a betting pub, by the way.
Unbelievable.
Aye, he's going to get a doing.
Oh, Kate's saying something. Let me just see it. It goes that way. Oh, where's my other wee... There it is. Anya, I went to the bingo for the first time with my carer. I go every Thursday now.
Oh,
I didn't
hate
win.
bingo.
It goes from 11 AM until 2 PM. That's cool.
That's good though.
Hi, Bricks Wars.
That's a good-
T2Q. How you doing, buddy? Welcome in. Yeah, bingo. I haven't been to bingo. We used to have a bingo hall here, but it shut down. A lot of little parts going in here, a lot of little detailing. Get this clipping in here. Ah, there's a clip going. Ah, see that clip? That would have disappeared there. That was a little. That's a sneaky one. It's going up there. So we're putting in a lot of little detailing down this back part, the old back passage. I love democracy. Right, that little piece here is going there. And I think that's just facing that way. Is it up a little bit? Or I think there's another wee Bear Grylls going on there. Yeah, it's kind of sitting on top. Just there. One of those. Right, I've got it. Here we have got a clip. Now we've got, what do we see? This is, I would say this is complex, but there it is. So we've got this part. So we've got two of these little parts going on top. Yeah, welcome in. Brick. Is it Bricks War by Bricks War? Oh, that launched. Got it though. That was an easy find. And then this is clipping in. So how is that? Ah, I see what they're doing. So it's going that way. So that must be. So I've got a little clip part just at the back there. God, more parts going in here. This is quite a substantial build so far. That's going that way. Then that's going that way. Square it up. And then we've got... Interesting. Now... I think they've got that round the wrong. I think that's a little mistake. They've got so. Jeez, I'm trying to get these parts apart. So they've got that going on first, then the grey on top, but it actually looks as if it's the other way about. So if I put this little grey part on first, it goes down. Yeah, it's got to be that, and then that clips. But they've got it a different way. So it should be that way. But they, in the plans, it looks as if they've got it a totally different way. So, because when this part here goes on, no, do you know what it is? It is that was the right way. They've got just a single brick. Yep. They've got a single piece going on top. That's it. Right, that makes sense. I know. It's an easy fix. So where are you from, Bricks War? If you don't mind me asking, if you're still here, that is. It's always good to find out where people are coming from. In the world. Right, that little part's going in there. Is this a two build or? No, it's just a single. So this is hooking on. This little clip part's quite nice. That's going in there. That's quite nice. So I don't know, is that sitting up? Is that going like that maybe? Okay, I'll leave it there. Because we've got the same. On the 1st of April, me and my carer are going to see Super Mario Galaxy at the movies. Cool. Do you know, I think because I never played it in NES, I've never been a fan of Super Mario. I've played Super Mario Kart, I think. We're actually going to see Grogu. I don't know if any films in between that, because that's in May. Funny, we've actually not really. The last film we saw was Jaws. And we went to see it at the IMAX in Glasgow, which was absolutely phenomenal, by the way. But don't go to a cinema with Anya. She's one of these people that goes, "Oh, and my goodness!" And she jumps and shouts, and it adds to the movie. That's what people say. Super, you're addicted to the game. Yeah, as I say, I think because I was a PlayStation guy, I never really did the Super Mario. Does that go? No. Wait a minute. Oh, it does extend. I was going to say that extends out a little bit. I'm going, nah. Right, got that. So there we go. We've quite a substantial build here. There's the kind of base of it. Oh, I'm trying to turn that round. My elbow's not going to go round that way. Right, so we're flipping it over. And we've got some stuff going on here. So what we've got, right, so we've got a bit in the middle. So that is going like that. And then we get these little things clipping on here. Little kind of wheel hubs. There we go. Then we've got some bricks going on. Is that? No, it's going there, sorry. It's going in there. Over the page. Is that it? Is that done? Right, we've got some extras which got a wee pucks, single bits, bobs. Yeah, the usual suspects. Oh, I'll drink here. Oh yeah, right, so probably could finish up. I'm gonna, because Anya's beating this thing, I'm gonna build bag 19 and that's gonna be box number 1 complete, which means we're going to have box 2 next week. So I think it's a good place to finish. I could have left it here, but yeah, we might as well. When in Rome, eat pizza. Right, bag 19. So we're going to build. It looks like a little. I wonder if this is going to be side pieces that are maybe going to go on here. Yeah, you can see the joints here. 2 joints. So there's going to be 2 side pieces. So I'm going to stick that up there. And we're going to continue the build. I think Bricks Wars might have been out. Trying to find out where he came from. It's quite good to find out where people originate and where they're living now. So it's typical. Anya's got this blooming. She's got this graded unit, and it's been such a gorgeous day. Like the last week there, the last wee bit, it's been terrible. Rain, just horrible. And this week it's splitting, absolutely gorgeous. And she's stuck doing this blooming graded unit. I mean, it's beauty therapy stuff she's doing. I tell you one thing, it's added years on to me.
Can't break it out, darling. It's added frigging years on to me this week.
Yeah, it's no joke. I'm not gonna lie.
Got another 2 hard days of this stuff. So I've got to do my other client. This is only my first client. One of the girls has given me hers and she's done it already. 35 pages and I'm at 30 and I'm moving on to the
Some
second
people
one.
are just that way.
I don't know. Like you could just, matter of fact, I'd love to just do.
Right. No, it's the other side. No. Oh, it must be. No, it's this. No, it's not that. Is it? It's that one. It is that one. There we go. Try and find a little three piece. Oh goodness me. Why can I not find this part? There's a little 3 that goes in here. For some reason I can't find the 3. Where is it? Am I just tripping here? If I put a... Yeah, it's a 4. Where is it? Come on, really? It's probably... Right, this square's going there. So that's going up here. Oh, PTS CBBAM. Just a question. Do you know what Gumpia is? I have not got a Scooby-Doo. Right, where is this little 3 tile? Is it? Yeah. Where is it? It's not under. Right. I thought it'd been in this bag, just like the smaller bag. It's no in. No, I think I emptied them all. Where is this? Honestly. You're having a laugh. Did it fall? It's not in the bag. Right, is it? It's like Lego, but for the anime mobile suit Gundam, and a giant mech, and a really complicated but fun. Ah, right, got you. Ah, interesting. Okay, I need to check that out. Where that's it's got to be. Where is it? It definitely is. Have they maybe gave us a 4 tile? But in saying that, it looks like this is going to be 2 sides, both sides. I don't see it. Right, I'm gonna build, right? And just see how we get on. I don't see this little piece that I need. Which is weird because... yeah. We'll build as we cut down all these little parts. It may just randomly appear. No, this is not to build. But the only thing is, there's... One, two... That one there is definitely a 4. Yeah, it's a definite 4 I've used there. And that would give us a little bit of an overhang. What is going on here? Breakfast! No, that is... It's a 1 overhang. Weird. I definitely don't see it. It's very strange. I'm not gonna lie. I just don't see it. I'm looking at this. So we've got two big, and there's like a 6 and a 4 and a 6. I'm just looking to see that definitely lines up. That lines up. That lines up. Yeah. I definitely don't see it. It's interesting. I've built 3 and they're like Warhammer, but they're posable. That's cool. Yeah, it's this, but in a 2x3. That's a 2x4 tile piece. I just can't find it, and it's going to be like 2 sides of. Yeah, there's nothing underneath.
In your bag, Alan?
No. I've checked the bag. Yeah, there was. Right. We'll continue with the build. It's just a case of putting that tile on. It's not going to be an integral part, I don't think. So that's not bad. Maybe more spare parts coming if need be. But I'm thinking if I build what I've got here. See, here's a. See, this is right. Hold on a minute. Do you ever get that feeling? Oh, you are. There's another bag. Oh. It was sitting right. I've got my little Lego thing here. There it is. It's in here. Do you know? Because I had another 3. It's just a single. What? Like this one, but in a 3. And I went, I don't have that either. I think you've got to have a brain to be brain tired, Kate.
Oh, I'm brain tired. Kate, I'm brain tired.
Oh.
I'm writing about a glycolic peel for
Right,
your face.
there's what I was looking for. That little piece there. Bang, there we go. Done.
I just slap it just all over me.
So there we go. Right, so that makes sense now. Because it's going to be a double build, so it's going to be this repeated on the other side. I'm thinking, if I don't have that, I can't find that one piece, then guess what? I don't have a piece for the other side. Oh. Yeah, I must admit, sometimes you do get a little bit brain tired. It happens. But yeah, the bag was right flush up in my little box. Just sitting, you can't really see it, it's just here. My little box I keep all my stuff in. Right, we're off and running, troops. Oh dear, that was good. It's one of those things when you get a missing piece. Your first thing is right. Check the bag. No, that bag's empty. Right. Did something fall on the floor? Well, I didn't hear anything. Right. And I was getting to that point. I says, no, you look at it, and you go, it definitely isn't here. No, definitely is not here. And you just know that there's something just missing. When I do that, I know that my brain gets tired, and I stop to go back to it later. Yeah, I was building. What was I building? A couple of months back, last year sometime. I was building. I think you were watching the stream, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
And it was. I'm trying to think what it was. And I was building it, and I was absolutely.
Oh, you were. I was
bushed.
Going to say to you, I think I did say to you stop doing it.
Aye, I was.
That's the worst I've ever seen you.
I can't remember what I was building, but I was so tired. And I think I got to where I wanted to get to. But it was tough. I was really starting to lose focus. Because Lego is quite... It's very relaxing. But it's also very demanding. You know, there's especially when you get to little intricate parts. Some builds are quite... can be quite easy. Some can be really intense, and you really have got to be on the ball. So we've got another one of these little hinge brackets that are going to manoeuvre, which is quite nice. That's going there. Oh, that's actually going... I see what they're doing. Let's go in there. But oh yeah, I was absolutely... And I had to stop. I was just so punch drunk.
Yeah.
Some builds are repeat. Yeah. Repetitive. Yeah. I think that sometimes... I think when you get a build that's really, really good, it's different. But you do get some builds that are very repetitive, and they can be very demanding. This has been a great build so far. I know I keep saying that but it is. It's really, really good. Building a little tile piece here, which is quite nice. It's got a lot of little. I mean, the ship hull has been pretty good to build so far. It's all these little tile pieces combining, and they've got some really good little detailing in this. So okay, just you probably weren't. I don't know if you were here before. I had a missing piece up here on the top of the ship, a little inverted slope, and I was building my model just now, or about an hour ago, and when I put it on the table, it slipped off the edge. So the landing gears that side, it slipped and it broke off two pieces. So I'm building it, but I'm looking at the other landing leg and going back over to look at the other side to rebuild it the same. And there's a piece sticking up, and I went, why's that got a piece there and that one doesn't? It turns out that was the missing piece that I had from last week. I've sat it down, and that little bricks, like the landing legs with the top of it, and it's basically put it into the landing leg, and it's picked it up. So I actually didn't have it missing. It was actually there all the time. It was just stuck to the landing gear, which I thought was hilarious. So I've got that spare part coming, by the way. But don't tell Lego. I mean, I'm going to send them a picture of it because I think it's quite a unique circumstance. You know, I've sat it down. It's picked up that piece, and you know, I've I didn't know it was there. Oh, you know, and to be honest, like I don't know if I've actually I've noticed it. You know, if I'd built that kit, I don't know whether I'd actually noticed it. You know, it was that subtle. Yeah, all fun and games. Because when I was building it, I'm looking at it and going, how come that's... Why is this bit sticking out? This has got a bit that bit doesn't have. But why? Why you do this? And then I went, hold on, that's not meant to be there. That's a missing tile piece. So hilarious. Anyway, right, that's that little piece done. So it's quite a nice little tiled segment. And that is going to go on here. So there's a little bit there. Yep, that fits in just nice. So there you go. Adds on to the end of the panel there. Right, we've got some more parts here. We've got this part. And then we've got a jumper plate, the old jumper. Quite a nice blue colour. Right, how's that going on? That's going on here. Yeah. That's going to join in that top part on there. Now what we've got here, we've got 3 of these pegs. So these pegs, they're all Simon peg. They're going in there. No, I think they're going in all the... Are they going in all the way? Maybe. I'm putting them in all the way. So there we go. Pegs are in. Old Simon Peggies. Old Simon Peg leg. Right, what have we got here? We've got a little blue part which is already there. We've got this going. Nice wee reinforcing strip. Green. Going there. Nice. Nice. Turn it over. Got all these little parts are getting filled with the peg. These little clips. Facing that. Oh, cheers for that, PTS CBBM. Yeah, the audio, for some reason, the mic had muted. Don't know why. Am I back? Yep, I'm back. It disappeared. Cheers for that, though. Much appreciated. Yep. Do the old tap of the mic just to make sure that it's coming through from that source. But much appreciated. I don't know how that went off. I didn't touch it. Just a random mic drop. I've got the longer part at the bottom. There we go, that part there. Now we've got a little 4. Ah, right, BT, right, planes, trains. I've got. Cheers, mate. I'm trying to work out. Yeah, I've got you, buddy. I've got you. Cheers for that, anyway. It's much appreciated. But yeah, like extremely long name. Yeah, I remember now. I was trying to work out what that was. PTS. I couldn't think. If I'd put, I'm a plane guy, so I probably should have said PPT. Planes, trains. Welcome back, buddy. Oh, this tune. I tell you what, this is a great, great audio in this. Where is? Got a little 4. There it is. So I'm listening to it's basically ambient music, and it's very kind of Pink Floydy. It's really good actually. I don't mind it. I'm not a huge, like a massive Pink Floyd fan. I like the music. I don't like everything. I know there's some people into the Uma Guma and all those kind of weird albums. And maybe they were into it for certain sedatives. So it's never really been my thing, to be honest. But I appreciate a little bit of, a good tune. Did I have the right? No, it's got to be the. That's it. It's in there. Dee-dee-dee-dee. I don't know if Anya's enjoying it.
It's alright. I'm not listening to it.
I think it's really good. There we go. And we've got another little part up here, so we've got. Now we've got this little bracket going here. No, it's going there.
Gosh, am I carrying it right in this shite? Oh, bugger me.
Yes, Anya's.
Just about thrown in the towel.
She's doing this graded units. I couldn't do it. I just couldn't write all that stuff.
2 more friggin' treatments to do.
And the time scale for this is very short.
Tuesday morning.
So the time scale basically is there is no time scale. It's ridiculous. Right, is that going? Yeah, it's got to be in it. It's got to be there. Right, so
Are you wanting to back to soup and some rolls then for your dinner? Or you want the rest of the nachos?
I don't know.
No, maybe not. Or do you want the pasta that your mum made?
No, I don't know.
I've not got the best shape for that either. I think I'm gonna have a tomato soup.
I think the nachos I made were good, but I think I'm
You're
natural
you're
it.
up to your ears in it.
I think taking some would probably not be a good idea. Wait, how is this part going on? Oh, it must be going on like that.
Oh gosh.
Oh, sugar. Right, how is this part? I'm just... That part just disintegrated. Right, how is this attaching? Right, John, I'm going to put this back on. Turn it over. Right, there we go. Right. Oh, right, I see. It goes like that. Right, there we go. There we go, that makes sense. So this now attaches. So this attaches to this, so we've got... So we're facing this way, and we've got it going, so it's got to be in here. So basically you can see the orange clips. So the orange clips hold, hold it. So you get that kind of thing. Then this attaches to this, so we've got these little parts facing this way. These are going to go into, there's a ball joint here, and there's a floating ball joint there. Oh, that's... Do you know, that's really nice actually.
Click, click.
So you can see the angle we've got here, and that little joint just floats enough, it just takes it off a little angle. So there we go. There's what we've got. That's really nice. I love Top Gun planes. Ah, cool.
Oh, I like Top Gun.
Top Gun's a great film, man.
Second one's rubbish.
Did you mean the second one? Maverick? Maverick was quite good.
Oh, it was rubbish.
No, it wasn't. It's basically the same as the first one.
Rubbish that one was.
So the first one's rubbish too?
Oh, the first one was great.
Nah, whatever.
He left them too late to do it.
Nah, but he came back as an instructor. You know, many years later, he came back.
Aye.
I liked it.
Oh, goodness me.
I liked it. Very much the same storyline emphasis than the first, really, but I didn't mind it. I quite liked it, but that's me speaking.
He's not my favourite actor. I think that's the problem.
I
like him in certain things.
need to watch the other Mission Impossible. I've already watched the first part.
I've never watched any of them.
Well, see, this is the thing, Anya. So Anya hasn't watched any of the other ones. I don't really want to go through the back catalogue of it. They're good, but I just want to watch the next one.
So can I not watch the next one?
I don't know. You need to watch the first part of it, and I just want to get to I want to cut to the chase and just get to it and watch it.
Touch my wee thingy thing you've moved. It's gonna fail with us.
What thingy thing?
My wee thing that you made me reappear here. I'm actually taking to put that in my wee cupboard next to my wee peacock. You could get me a wee miniature, you know, a wee minifig box to put it in. Oh, here, let me check what Penny's been up to. So the few she sent a wee. Oh, what's this on here? I don't want to know.
What is going on here? Breakfast! Boink. Yeah, but I like the second Top Gun. I think, did I go to the cinema to see it?
Oh, I don't know about you guys.
What I will say about it was fantastic tune. Oh, Lady Gaga. Absolutely banging tune. Hold my bum, everything will be alright.
Where is this thing called Stuff to Bits, Dylan?
What?
Where is lunch ordered from stuff to bits?
I don't know. Search it in Google. I don't know where that is. I don't do takeaways.
That's just something else for me to have to look
I mean, we do takeaway. I'd rather just get a Burger King.
Let's see. Oh, nachos seemed to be. They were amazing. They were amazing.
So we're coming along now. We are building this next little piece that's going to go on the other side. And then that is going to conclude this part of the build. So we've extended a little bit. We're kind of like 30 minutes plus. At this point I'm usually away, but Anya's busy doing this blooming graded unit.
I know, 2 minutes to get my email open.
My een. There's a Scottish word.
My
Een. Which is eyes for the Scottish.
I'm at the effects of glycolic peel on the skin.
Glycolic peel.
On
He
the
played for Chelsea.
Yeah, the systems of the body.
Glycolic peel. He didn't actually play for Chelsea, just in case somebody says.
Oh gosh, that ear's itchy. I have 5 wee minutes now. I need my head away.
Right, is that... Oh, there's a way into it. It's here. It's there. And that goes there. That goes there. No, that goes... That one. That wee stud goes there. Then that goes on top. There we go. Deedly-did. Deedly-did-did.
Wee Gus is trying to get this a big moth that's in her roof out her house.
Lego Kate. June 3 coming out in the cinemas December this year. Yeah, I saw the what. Now, have I seen the second one? I've definitely seen the first one, you know, the remake. Have I seen the second one though? I need to check that out actually. Excuse me. Actually, I can remember the original.
What is it you're talking about, Dan?
June.
June?
June, as in D-U-N-E, June.
Oh, Dune. Aye, June and Dune.
Oh, Dune. June.
Dune,
Dune.
I think. I don't know. No, I don't even think I've seen the first one or not.
No, you probably haven't. You probably haven't seen the original either.
No, I haven't done.
I'm living in a box. I'm living in a cardboard box. I'm living in a box. I'm living in a cardboard box. She's living in a box. She's living in a cardboard box. Yeah, she's not really seen a lot of stuff. Which
does annoy you somewhat.
It's good in ways and it's not good in ways because it means that if you want to watch something that's maybe current, she hasn't seen it, you've got to go back and you've got to kind of go through the rigmarole type thing where you've got to get it and watch it. And it's good sometimes if you want to watch something. Like The Mandalorian I enjoyed watching again because you kind of pick up and stuff.
You always
But yeah, it's...
That's how I learned Things again because there was a lot of us.
Yeah, Stranger Things was good.
Oh, it was really good.
It's funny that like yeah, and I thought was it season 3? I thought was really good. Now does that go on the 2? Have I got that? There's always things you see and you think, did I position that way on that other side? I'm just going to check. Yeah, we binge watched Stranger Things. Yeah, I did do it. That was good. Enjoyed it. But I do think that season 3 was really good. I'm trying to think that season 2 was a bit whimsical, I think. And Steve Harrington, Harrington was meant to be killed in the first season. He was meant to be gone. But they kept him.
But he was good in it.
The middle of the night,
No.
going for a pie. Teardrop from my eye.
You're struggling into them to be good.
Right. Ooh.
That's another good film.
What?
Crocodile Dundee.
Crocodile Dundee. That's not a knife. That's a knife.
He pooped himself when he saw it.
No, it was. Who do you think it is? Clint Eastwood? Aye, Crocodile Dundee.
I don't know if he's alive or dead.
Oh, he's still alive, I think. Paul Hogan? Sure he is. Could be wrong though. That's a dead or alive we do. So
Well, dead or alive, right?
I could on my iPad, but I'd end up.
You'd end up losing it.
I think he's still alive actually.
I know how morbid's that. You love it as well.
It's good though. In the middle of the night, eyes. I think I pooped my pants. Highway to the danger zone. Bam ba dam ba da ba bam bam bam. Ba dam ba bam ba ba da da ba bam bam ba dam ba bam ba bam. You got you jumping up the deck and jumping into overdrive. Highway to the danger zone. Ba da ka ding ding ding. Dum bum ba ding ka bum ba 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 bum bum. I'll get copyrighted because that's almost like that's almost pitch perfect. Bam 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 ba bam ba dam ba bam ba ba bam bam bam.
Dreams.
Soundtrack to that film was great though. Oh, Berlin.
Who they added or alive we are.
Take my chips away. Ba da ding. Ba ba ba. I think she's still alive.
You think so?
Aye.
There's no pan breed if we know it, or did we not look at her?
No, don't think so. Do 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 do.
Oh. Oh. This is hard work. I've had to stop for a minute or two.
See, this is quite difficult putting this wee part. I don't know why.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's because I. Right, here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Right, that is it. So that's going to conclude. I'll get these wee parts on, but just to give you a couple of minutes warning. So this little bit clips on, so it clips into these orange clips that we've got here. What is going on here? So there we go. And then we've got this little hingy part. So the little hingy part hinges on this. So this goes in here. And that just quite, oh god, that is so good. But that's a very nice flange part. So look at that, it's quite sizable. Sizable. And then you get the little details at the back, like I don't know if it's little thrusters or engines or something at the back there. And then there's the hull plate at the top. Very nice build process that. Very nice, very good. So I'd imagine this is going to fit onto the back. So here we go. Yep. Right, how does this fit? So I'd imagine there's not really a lot detailing. It just basically says put it on. So wait till we get this. Stick that in there just now, and I think I broke it. No, I haven't. Right, let's maybe grab this. So here she is in all her glory. So this part here, yeah, they're in shot. So this is just going to go on. So I'm looking for any attachment points. I think, see this part here? See this little humpy part? Little humpy bogart? That's going to fit in here. Look, in this little, see how you get a little ridge there? That's going to get in there. 100%. Oh yeah. Oh. Oh. Just don't be as Maverick would say, if you were directly above him, how could you see him? Cause I was embroidered. There we go, folks. Oh, that's impressive. She's starting to get a bit weighty. But you can see the back now. And you can see that you know, the back hull part is coming along really nice. And we've got the front details here. With the front slopes here all line up. Yeah, she's looking really good. So that is box 1 done and dusted. So we're now on to box 2, and box 2 basically is going to be the cockpit canopy, this back fuselage section. I don't know if there's any parts here, I'm not sure. And then this wing and the engines. The wing and the engines are massive. I mean, the engines must be like yay big, big, massive, like almost like turbofan, like an A10 Warthog tank buster. But that part and that part can just come off. And I see what they've got. They've got little jumper plates, so there's enough friction just to hold it on. But it's not like you know, it's not going to be absolutely. Have I put that on the right way? Has that got? That's further up. It's there. Yeah. So that actually holds it really quite nice. This thing here is hinges up. So I don't know what this thing's going to do. I feel this is going to do something, but I don't know. It's clipped on there. But she's looking really good. So I need to take a picture of that. Well, in fact, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get this part, I'm going to rip it off. Rip it off. So I was missing this part. Well, I wasn't missing it. I was missing this part. This had basically breached itself. So I've got that part down there, and the landing leg has done this, and it's picked it up with, see what that? And that's what it was. That was the part I was missing. So the landing leg had picked it up. And of course, the landing leg functions just the same. There's a little bit more torque on it because there's a little piece. But I'm going to keep that there. I'm going to take a picture and I'm going to send it to Lego. So let's, in fact, let's just put the rear ramp down. Let's get the rear ramp down. Let's get the side ramps out. Let's get it all down and dirty. There you go. There's all the ramps down. Yeah, that's really good. That's impressive. I think when this is finished, it's going to look absolutely fantastic. So this is all kind of all cargoed. Like to get the old rear shot here. The old rear. There we go. Look at that. So there it is. There's the old ramp down. That's pretty cool, isn't it? And then that just folds up. And these doors are quite nice because they clip in. There's a little bit that holds. There we go. And then we've got what we built last week. We've got the old Grogu and his pram with his eggs that he's been eating. And then this little door opens. So you can see through the, the door open, and there's little Grogu and his hover pram, and the eggs, the frog eggs that woman was keeping. That was a hilarious episode. Oh, Grogu's went. It's hover pram. Oh, where's he? Oh, he's landed on top of that footstool. He's okay. So there's the little it's hilarious because you just see his head sitting up. That's quite cute. And that can sit actually just like stand alone. It looks as if it's hovering with a little piece. I don't know. No, I was going to say you can move it up, but you can't. So yeah, let's put him back in the cockpit. Yeah, that's really nice. It's such a good build so far. Wait, let's get the camera around and let's tie this up here. Let's get it all ends done and dusted. So there's the light I got fitted. I know I probably showed this last week. And there's all the little spotlights we got. But this is absolutely fantastic because the light source is coming straight down. So much better for building. Look at my, jeez, I've got a tan. Right, I'm going to go moody lights. So there we go, folks. That is going to conclude box 1. So box 1 is done. That was 7 parts. So I mean, if you look at it, you could possibly say there's going to be another 7 parts and it'll be finished. So 14 parts in total. So this is what, mid-March, April. Do you know what, we'll probably, if we keep doing it every Friday, we'll probably finish it just before it gets released, which I think is going to be quite nice. That was my initial plan from the get-go. But yeah, she's turned out to be a really nice build. Quite an interesting shape, You could probably panelise this up a little bit. In fact, Grogu's just done I don't know, when I tipped that, he's went kind of wampus caddy. Yeah, but you could plate that underside up, which is probably something that, with inverted bricks and stuff, which is something that I maybe would look into possibly doing. Again, a bit like the Falcon, a bit like the other, you could interior detail it all, but that's later date stuff. But anyway, I am going to head off now. In fact, wait till we see, there's Anya the banana. There's a head, look. So anyway, folks, I'm going to be on next week. For 100% definite next Friday. I'm going to be on. In fact, I need to think about this actually. Because I've got an appointment with the ophthalmist at the hospital. I've also got they want to take my blood pressure. Because every time I go, I jog basically into the doctors. So every time I get, I've got elevated blood pressure. So that's next week. I think it's the 27th or something. I need to check when that hospital appointment is. Because I think it's about 3 p.m. Yeah, I think it's in the afternoon. So if it is, I might reschedule. So it could be a Thursday, it could be a Saturday. I don't know. I'll find out. I'll know soon. But I could go just now, but I'll do it once I finish and I'm in bed. I'll look and I'll schedule it. But oh, do you know what? I'd never really. What do we say? I'm watching. Oh, Roman Bricks has got us on the big screen. Hide. Nowadays, I prefer watching more or less commenting. Yeah, I got myself the Galaxy art set. Oh, you get the. Is it that one? Is it the Milky Way? It's great. One thing I would say, it looks like it's going to be a tedious build.
Oh, it was a good build, that.
And when you look at it, like all the little bits, it kind of looks as if it could be utterly tedious as hell. But to be honest, it's a really nice build. And you can do it with multiple people. So you just build little squares and you build them up. If you look at it, the middle's quite detailed, quite chunky. But the edges are quite plain. Like this quadrant down this bottom part was pretty much just all flat blue, clear tiles, translucent tiles. But no, it was a really good build actually, really enjoyable. Which again, you know, I was a bit like, it's going to be a bit tedious, but no, it was great, absolutely fantastic. We do have another art set to build, and it's not one of the new ones; it's an old retired one. You'll probably know Roman Bricks. You've actually built it. In fact, you built it about a month after I bought it. But anyway, we'll get to that at some point. But that's really nice up in the living room actually. It really goes well up in that wall, and even the purple wall kind of complements it in a way. I'm going now, Darren and Anya. Bye bye. Right, Kate.
Kate?
We'll see you. We'll see you. We'll one next week. I don't know if you. There's Anya. There she is. Anyway, folks, I'm going to head anyway, so I've got the old finger of death up. So I'll see you next week. 100%. Well, I'm saying next week. If my hospital appointment is that day, Friday, then I'll need to either be Thursday or Saturday, whatever way it's going to work out. Dates, I don't know. I know it's next week. It's before the end of the month, so kind of trying to do the maths in my head. Yeah, I'll find out. I've got a funny feeling it's next Friday. I'm almost 100% it's Friday. Anyway, folks, take care. Catch you all later. Cheers, Roman Bricks. Cheers, Kate. Planes, Trains, or PTS. And everybody else that was in. I think Bricks Wars was in as well. Just a little mention. So there we go, folks. And Chaos 11 was in as well. Anyway, folks, to the whoops. Catch you next week. Cheers for coming in. Greatly appreciated. May the force be with you always. See you later. Here's one for Anya. Anya likes sharks.